Bear in mind Motorola. In the history of cell phones, they were quite important. However, how recently have you seen someone sporting a Motorola? To be exact, when was the last time you heard anything about the business? Stay still as we take a nostalgic look back at how Motorola transitioned from a dominant force to confronting some challenging times. So continue on as we explore the life and death of Motorola if you're interested in learning more about the growth and collapse of this once cool company. Welcome to The Amazing Facts. Stay tuned. Motorola, a life and death chronicle. Origin of Motorola Incorporated. In Chicago, Illinois, USA, on September the 25th, 1928, Paul Galvin and his brother Joseph established Motorola as the Galvin Manufacturing Company. But this wasn't Paul's first venture into business. He and his friend Edward Stewart had founded a telecommunications business back in 1921, but it was forced to close in 1923 because of unpaid taxes. Relentlessly, Edward established the Storage Battery Company in 1926, developing a battery-eliminating device that enabled radios and other compact electronic devices to function without the need for batteries. It was revolutionary in circumstances where batteries were not accessible. After Edward's business endeavor failed, the Galvin brothers purchased the idea for the battery eliminator and used it to introduce Motorola's first product under the Galvin Manufacturing Corporation. Motorola produced a variety of radio models. The Galvin brothers, who primarily sold their reasonably priced Motorola radio to law enforcement agencies and local governments in 1930, are credited with popularizing car radios. Additionally, Motorola's website states that the name of the company was inspired by vehicle radios, with motor denoting a motor car and ola suggesting sound, meaning sound in motion. The business began manufacturing a range of one- and two-way radios by the late 1930s, including radio receivers for police cars. The SCR 300, the first FM portable two-way radio in history, and the handy-talkie SCR 536, the most well-known radio from World War II, are two noteworthy examples of Motorola's two-way radios. Motorola made its debut in the home entertainment sector in 1937 by introducing a range of phonographs and home radios. Finally, the Galvin Manufacturing Corporation changed its name to Motorola Inc. 10 years later. Motorola made its TV industry debut. Martin Cooper, the head engineer of Motorola, gave a public demonstration of the first mobile on April 3, 1973. He called one of the individuals he had been vying with to create the gadget in public for the first time using a cell phone. They worked non-stop over the next 10 years to advance their still very basic mobile technology. When Motorola finally released the brick-sized Dynatac 8000X, the world's first commercial mobile, in 1984, it completely altered the landscape of telecommunications. The phone was only good for 30 minutes of speaking time and 35 minutes of battery life, but it took 10 hours to charge. In case you're curious about the phone's cost, it was $3,995, which in 2023 will be more than $11,000. 5 years after the Dynatac 8000X was released, Motorola achieved another first, the MicroTAC, the first flip phone. Motorola split into two companies. Even while Motorola saw early success in the 2000s with well-known phones like the Razr flip phone, things soon began to go south for the company. With the introduction of the first iPhone by Apple in 2007, Motorola's global sales more than half. Incredibly, the corporation lost $4.3 billion between 2007 and 2009. Motorola never got back to normal. Due to these losses, Motorola split into two separate businesses. One group, presently known as Motorola Solutions, concentrated on telecom equipment such as police radios. The other concentrated on Motorola Mobility, an now failing consumer goods company that sells cell phones and other related things. One of Google's most costly errors occurred when the company acquired Motorola Mobility in 2012 for $12.5 billion. In 2014, Lenovo purchased the company for a mere $2.91 billion. Still, it wasn't totally a mistake. Google acquired every one of Motorola's tens of thousands of patents, fortifying the business against legal challenges from competitors like Apple and Microsoft. Although Motorola Solutions is still a separate business, the Motorola that we all knew and loved and that produced innovative cell phones is now only a Lenovo division. From its early years as a trailblazing producer of radios and TVs to its groundbreaking inventions in mobile technology, Motorola has a long and illustrious history. But as cell phones became more popular, the business ran into difficulties, which caused it to split into two distinct businesses. Despite its ups and downs, Motorola's patents and products continue to have an impact on the telecom sector, ensuring that its legacy endures. Even if Motorola's heyday may have passed, the company will always be regarded as a leader in the field of communication technology. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe our channel for latest notifications.